How's it going, everyone? So in today's video, I'm finally getting to take a look at Momaw Nadon from Star Wars A New Hope. I feel like I'm the last person on the planet to get this figure. I had this on order from GameStop since last April, I think it was, April 2024. And here it is, January 2025 at the time of me recording this. And it finally arrived. Now, I could have easily canceled my order and just picked it up from somewhere else, but I used a gift card on this, and I just knew that trying to get a gift card back from GameStop would have been a circus, so I just waited. He looks amazing. I'm glad he's finally here. And of course, it comes in this rather thick box. It's pretty cool, but on the front, you got Star Wars The Black Series up top. Through the window, you can see Momaw Nadon, aka Hammerhead. He comes with an E11 and 3 cups. Here we have Momaw Nadon. He's number 7 in the A New Hope line. And here we have Star Wars A New Hope. The front window wraps around on this side, and there's the side with the artwork, and that's a pretty cool picture. I like that a lot. There is nothing on the top, and on the bottom, you got the barcode, some tiny print, and some logos. And there's the back of the box. You got the same picture that's on the side. You have a short bio in various languages. Again, he's number 7, and then you have some more small print down there. And this bio says, in exile from Ithor, Momaw Nadon was a rebel sympathizer who cultivated a hidden garden in the mountains south of Mos Eisley. Huh. All right, I'm going to get Hammerhead and these accessories out of this box, and let's take a look at them. And here is Momaw Nadon out of the box, and this is stunning. This is absolutely stunning. I can see why this was on everyone's top 10 of 2024. I mean, this is just well done. Let's take a close look. We'll start up top with his Hammerhead. And yeah, the eyes look great. The shading and the texturing throughout is just incredible. I mean, so much detail. His mouth, or mouths, on either side just looks so good. His little scarf, it's almost like a little bonnet, almost, but I don't know where his head actually starts and stops. But the little knot there looks good. I mean, from the neck up, if you want to call this a neck, from here up, looks incredible. I am absolutely blown away at the amount of detail. Yeah, just so nice. And the outfit. I mean, the shirt looks great. The wrinkles, the little tattered ends on the sleeves. Again, the shading and the texturing on his skin. Fingers look great. That's what that side looks like. That's what his back looks like. Good looking wrinkles back here. And since we're here, the back of the belt. Amazing. You got a cool texture on the belt. The rope is nicely done. That looks awesome. The pouch, some little bags there. You got another pouch there, and a nice buckle. I love that belt. That's just cool. Then the lower half of his little tunic. And the pants, got some tattered ends on the pants and down to the feet. The lower legs and feet are just incredible. Again, beautiful sculpt. The shading is amazing. You know, it's got a wash throughout. And the toenails. They actually put some texture and paint on the toenails. So from top to bottom, this figure just looks so good. But let's take a look at articulation really quick. So at the head, you've got some pretty good side to side. Now, when you do turn the head, it does turn at an angle. Okay, no huge deal, but you do have some pretty good up and down and some tilt. That's nice. And then for arms up, they get up that far. He actually has butterfly joints. That's pretty sweet. They can go all the way around. He has very good elbows. They get past 90. Got a swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist. On the right hand, you have an up and down hinge. And on the left hand, he has a side-to-side hinge for midsection. Got some twist there. Some very good crunch. And some very good back, as well as some side-to-side tilt. Now for legs. I do wish they would have split this bottom half of his tunic in the front, because he ain't sitting down. These legs are kind of trapped in here as far as legs up. That's about it. I mean, the front is kind of soft, but it ain't budging. I mean, the lower half is an overlay, so it can ride up just a little bit, but that's about it for legs up. That's unfortunate, but again, no huge deal. But they do go out very far. They don't go back at all before the back of his thigh hits his Ithorian butt. Now, he does have a thigh cut for swivel. And then knees, let's see, come on, knee, get up there. Yeah, past 90 on the knees. You have a swivel at the knee, and then feet down that much. They don't go up a whole lot, and then some swivel at the ankle. So the articulation on Hammerhead is pretty good. I mean, the arms are fine. The legs, again, he ain't sitting down, but I think for the most part, he's just going to be hanging out by the bar and just looking awesome. And for accessories, let's take a look at the cups first. So you get 3 cups. I'm pretty sure these are exactly the same as the ones that came with Bib Fortuna. They're fine. I don't know if I'll pose them with a cup. I might, but they look pretty good. And I'm not going to go through all 3. You know, they're all about the same diameter. I think I'm just going to use, I don't know, let's take this black one. It's got some cool detail in there. So let's stick this one in his hands and see how it looks. All right, so there's the black cup in the right hand, and I think that looks pretty good. The thumb is pretty stiff. These 2 fingers down there are very stiff, but these 2 out here are pretty flexible. So you can get it in, and he can be taking a sip of his beverage from his mouth on that side. And there's the cup in the left hand, and that looks pretty good. The first 2 fingers are just kind of out floating in the breeze. These 2 are pretty stiff. You do have to kind of jam it in there, but it does go. And again, he can be taking a sip of his beverage, you know, whatever it is. But that's what that looks like in the left hand. And real quick, I just stuck the white cup in the right hand and have his left arm up like he's motioning for the bartender. Hey, 2 more, please. Yeah, so he poses pretty well with these cups. Again, I'm not going to go through all 3. I just stuck that one in the hand just to, you know, have the left arm up like he's ordering a couple of more. But they look good. And something I did, because of the shape of these fingers, I made him a little death stick. Okay, and I think that looks good, actually. It actually looks very good. I'm kind of digging that. I just took some paper, rolled it up, I colored the end where the filter would be, and just burned the other end. So there's a death stick in the right hand. And there's my homemade death stick in the left hand, and that looks pretty good. Again, the shape of these fingers, that's the first thing I thought of. I said, he could be taking a puff. Yeah, that totally works. And moving on to the E11, it's just a standard E11 with an extended power pack. I think it looks good. I mean, there's no paint anywhere, but it does look nice. And there's the E11 in one hand. You do have to sort of fudge the first finger through the trigger guard, but it does go. And again, these 2 fingers down there are very tight. This thing is super secure. It's not going anywhere. And I sort of have his head turned in the direction that he's firing. And that actually looks nice. And there he is with the blaster down by his side, and he's, I don't know, motioning for someone. And there's the E11 in 2 hands, and that doesn't look bad. He's very close to blowing these 2 fingers off. And again, the head turns at an angle, but that's actually a good look. I kind of like that. And you can even get the E11 up a little bit higher. I mean, the butterfly joints work well. These elbows are pretty stinking good. He can't look down the sight with his eye. I mean, his eye's way up here. But it is doable, and that actually looks pretty good. But for display purposes, I think I'm just going to stick him next to the bar like this, a drink in one hand and a smoke in the other one. I don't know if I'm going to keep him like this, but this actually does look pretty good. So let's go stick Hammerhead on the shelf, and let's see how he looks there. So I'm about to totally redo the A New Hope shelf. I mean, it's down here as well as up there a little bit. So totally redo A New Hope as well as Empire and Jedi. But for now, I stuck Momaw Nadon in the back by the bar, and I think he looks fantastic. I mean, what an awesome looking figure. Drink in one hand, a death stick in the other. So much detail. And even being in the back, you can still see him. You know, he's pretty tall. He does tower over everyone. Man, I am just super, super happy with this figure. So bottom line, this figure is just awesome. I'm so glad to finally have it. And again, I feel like I'm the last person in the world to be reviewing this figure, but I'm glad it's here. And I totally see why everyone just raved about this one. I mean, this is just so well done. The paint, the detail from head to toe. I mean, the face, for one, if you want to call that a face, is just amazing. I mean, it just looks incredible. And of course, the outfit is just nicely detailed, beautifully sculpted. He holds the cups pretty well. He holds that thing pretty well. And the feet. I mean, right down to the feet. The detail is just absolutely amazing. Super happy with this one. But just like always, I would love to hear from you guys. So comment below and let me know what you think of Momaw Nadon, a.k.a. Hammerhead from Star Wars A New Hope. And if you enjoy videos on Star Wars The Black Series, smack like and subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. I would certainly appreciate it. And something else that I would love for you to consider, and that is joining the channel. It is the 112th Battalion. It's only 99 cents a month. You'll get sneak peeks to upcoming videos, custom emojis and loyalty badges, and even some exclusive members-only content. I would definitely appreciate that. But just like always, thank you all so much for watching. See y'all next time.